The Sports Broadcast Institute is an opportunity for Rockdale Career Academy students to develop and hone their video production skills towards live sports production, news production, commercials, features, that kind of thing.
The Sports Broadcasting Institute is something that was the brainchild of Tom White, and it is a way for him to put students in a very active role, to learn about the field, to do a lot of producing of real work, and it's a way for them to learn how it really works in the real world.
So our next game that we're going to focus on is the February 5th game between Heritage and Salem. So if there's no other questions, let's go make awesome. Sports Broadcast Institute students are given tasks each rotation. Rotation lasts between 2 to 3 weeks depending on the size of the task or our target game. And the assignments range from creating a feature or a documentary to creating commercials or a newscast, as well as helping to produce the live event. The goal for the rotations with the sports broadcast students are to create an overall video product that people would expect to see on a professional broadcast.
Today we worked on our feature. We're doing a feature of 2 of the players, one from Salem and one from Heritage. They're rivaling kind of teams just because we're both in the same county, so we thought that would be really interesting.
Today we were working on basically coming up with ideas, the brainstorming process of making a commercial. After we brainstorm the idea, we usually plan on just we do the script, what makes it easier, we do a 2-column script, so we have the audio on one side and then we have the video on the other side. So the audio is basically what the narration, what's going to be said, the lines, and the video is the visual, what you're going to see.
All right, approach this the same way you would a news story, okay? It's the way you look at commercials. Start with your basics. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. Okay, and then do your creative and see how you tie those things in. The students working on the commercial today, we're starting at square one. One of the things that frustrates a lot of students as they come into video production is that it changes the way they think about school, because it's no longer, here's something to fill out and the answers are specific. What those guys were doing were working on a commercial for the Sports Broadcast Institute. And the assignment that they get is, here's the due date, here's the length of the commercial, and here's the topic. Now go and create that.
How can we put that into, I think we have an idea of what to shoot, but not how to put it into words. Yeah, basically.
How to make it entertaining.
All right, we're live, go.
On broadcast day, my goal is that I just show up and help set up and supervise. I think it's a great opportunity for them to get out and really figure out what they want to do, because a lot of these guys know they want to be in the industry but don't know exactly what they want to do. So it's an opportunity for them to get out there and do that in the safety of the portable classroom environment where I'm still there to support them and coach them through it. But start to finish, top to bottom, it's going to be all student up.
By being a participant in the Sports Broadcast Institute, our students take away experiences working for clients. They take experiences that you need in the work world, when you're having to work under pressure, when there is a deadline, when you have to be sure that you've planned ahead so that every piece of equipment that needed to go to that particular game made it there, and what happens when it didn't happen. They're able to work with a professional who's going to be very demanding of them, give them a lot of feedback. He's never going to set them up for failure, but he is going to set them up for a challenge.
I've learned a lot about time management and organization through the Sports Broadcast Institute. If you're not organized from the jump, things can really get crazy because we have tough deadlines, and when they're not met, you best believe you will get a 0.
I learned how to edit on mostly film, get a camera, film it, put it on the computer, get Adobe Premiere Pro, start editing, render it, finish it, upload it, and put it out there.
Once I leave this class, I believe the hands-on experience that I've gotten in this class, being able to film many games, being able to learn so many programs like After Effects and Premiere Pro, so many video editing programs, I believe that those will actually help me, over the person who doesn't really know what they want to do when, once they get out of high school.
At the end of the day, I want every one of my students to have a job. I want them to honestly be able to look back and go, I have a resume, I know how to market myself, I know how to present myself, and I have employability skills that translate in the real world. So that's why my expectations are so high on these kids, and that's why I'm so hard on them, because I want to one day, hopefully they look back and go, I'm where I am because of what I learned in video production.